President Trump declared a national emergency for the United States of America today regarding a wall. Here's Rachel Blevins to take us through how this went down and bring us up to date on the reaction. Rachel, what you got?
Well, it has been more than a month since President Trump suggested that he would declare a national emergency in order to obtain the funding that he was looking for to build a border along the United States southern border, to build a wall along it, rather. And he finally made that declaration official today after the longest shutdown in U.S. government's history and after a 2-week period when it just became clear that the Democrats weren't going to give in and give him that $5.7 billion that he was looking for. They did agree to give him some of the funding, but it wasn't anywhere close to what Trump was requesting. So he announced today that he was declaring a national emergency and using his executive authority to look for that funding in other sources, so using funds from the Treasury and the Defense Departments. Here's a clip of the speech that Trump gave from the Rose Garden announcing the national emergency that he was declaring.
So I'm going to be signing a national emergency, and it's been signed many times before. It's been signed by other presidents. From 1977 or so, it gave the presidents the power. There's rarely been a problem. They sign it. Nobody cares.
Now, Trump has received a mixed reaction on this. Republicans like Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell have been supportive of his decision to declare a national emergency. However, Democrats are not happy, and even though he avoided another government shutdown, he still received a lot of backlash. So Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer released a joint statement condemning Trump's actions and claiming that he was declaring an unlawful, that he was making an unlawful declaration over a crisis that didn't exist. And so they're saying that he is just doing this to sidestep Congress because they wouldn't give him the funding that he wanted. And it's important to note here that Republicans are also not happy about this. Some of the Republicans like Rand Paul and Justin Amash have spoken out and they've criticized Trump for this decision. Amash pointed out that whenever it comes to national emergencies, these are supposed to be cases where a situation happens and it needs immediate attention, and Congress isn't able to act on that. And so there seems to be a lot of people in Congress that are coming out and criticizing Trump and claiming that he is going around them and around their authority on this. And it sounds like, especially from Pelosi and Schumer, that they are going to fight back in any way possible on this in response to this declaration. Now, it's also important to note here that President Trump has said that he is going to spend more than $8 billion on the border in the next year. However, that's only going to cover a really small portion of it. So this is an issue that is going to keep coming up, and it could end up being a major issue in the 2020 election. Rick, back to you.
Great. Rachel Blevins, thanks so much for that very comprehensive report. I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.